Hi, I'm Lisa Marie Latino, and welcome to another episode of Hip New Jersey. Today we're at the magnificent Park Savoy Estate in Florham Park. We're here in support of the 15th anniversary of Manettes Angels. We'll learn more about Manettes Angels later on in this episode. But first, let's grab a cup of coffee with the Newark Department of Public Safety.
Today we're hosting a Coffee with a Cop. We do these often in our areas. Today we're doing at Sweetwater in the Haynes building. Talk about the concerns in the neighborhood, any complaints they might have or questions they have. I got a lot of questions today about homeless and what the city's doing about it, and we got into that. We had some pretty good discussions today about that.
It was really helpful for me to understand what they are doing here.
I'm always interested in seeing what the cops are out doing in the neighborhood. This is one of the neighborhoods that's in the Central Ward. It's one of those thriving neighborhoods that we're very proud to have, and we want to make sure that we can keep it thriving and going the direction it needs to go in.
I personally think it's a good way to connect with the community, because you never have to stop and say, hey, you know what, I was talking to an officer today, but now you can match your name with a face or never know who you connected with.
My first time actually experiencing something like this, so it was a good experience.
I think it's a great thing for the community. I think it's great what they're doing here today, and I was honored to be the host of it here in downtown Newark.
If the community can feel as if the cops or the police force is here for them, then it makes the area more acceptable to reaching out in times of trouble. I'm glad to see that 2020 has gotten off to such a great start, that we're able to see the cops are able to come out here and work the community to make things better.
The Park Savoy's lavishly manicured grounds provide the ideal backdrop for any outdoor occasion. But first, let's meet New Jersey's original bottle refill shop. Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Marie Latino for HipNewJersey.com. And joining me here today is mompreneur Deanna Taylor Haycock. Deanna, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So you are a New Jersey first with your store Good Bottle in Maplewood. Tell us all about Good Bottle.
Yes. Good Bottle is a refill shop and zero waste store, and it's a place where you can bring your own container or buy a container from us and fill your cleaning supplies and bath and body products. We also have an assortment of items that they call zero waste items. I like to call them low waste items, but they're things for your home that are intended to reduce single use.
That is so important.
Yes.
How did you come up with this idea?
One thing I noticed was how much trash we were producing, whether it be recycling or just pure trash. I felt like I was constantly taking out the trash. It dawned on me that, the laundry jug that I was buying is never going to decompose.
No.
I could have it the rest of my life. I just need the liquid. So I thought, I wish there was a place I could just refill this. I looked online to find, this unicorn that was a refill shop that I just had thought of. And I thought I was a genius. I thought I was the first person to ever think of this idea in the world. And it turns out this is a concept that a lot of other countries have really grasped onto, and there's a lot of them in Canada. There's a lot in the UK,
But not here.
But not a lot here. I just kind of thought, this could be something that our town would really love.
I want to just get into some of the product that you brought here today because I love everything. I want everything.
Yeah.
So let's get right to it.
Okay, so I found these products called Marley's Monster and Marley's Monsters, and they are basically, they call them unpaper towels, and they are a cotton flannel fabrication. And they're sized just like a regular paper towel. You can get them folded, or you can have them rolled up like this. For my family, we stacked them right next to our paper towels to begin with. And I said, every time I'm going for a paper towel, I'm gonna ask myself, could I take this instead? And so, it got to the point where we didn't need the paper towels anymore.
So this one was very interesting. We thought you were coming in with a bunch of vitamins.
Right.
What is this?
Not. So this is so there's the items that we have in our store that help you reduce single use, and then the other half of our store is the refills. So this is part of the refills. And what's in here is these are toothpaste tabs from a brand called Unpaste. And you basically put it in your mouth, you crunch away, and then you wet your toothbrush and you brush.
Unbelievable.
People love this.
I can't wait to try
Yeah,
that.
these are really great.
Well, congratulations on a beautiful business. Please tell our audience where we can find out more about you.
Sure. You can go to goodbottlerefillshop.com, or you can go to our Instagram page, which is Good Bottle Refill Shop. And we also have a Facebook page.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This was wonderful. I can't wait to come to the shop for myself.
Yes.
Because this is right up my alley, and I know so many people watching right now. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, and for everything Garden State, visit us at hipnewjersey.com. When you enter the doors of the Park Savoy estate, you aren't just arriving to your event. You're actually taking a trip back in time.
The Park Savoy estate, like any historic site, has had many lives and has even more stories to tell from its past. The Park Savoy has been reinvented many times over the years, but none more interesting than the direction Samuel Shimmy Bloom and Jacob Weinberg of Newark took it in October of 1922. The 18th Amendment to the Constitution prohibiting the sale of alcoholic beverages across the United States was ratified in 1919. They opened the house as a speakeasy. The new owners took the name Canary Cottage. The Canary Cottage became associated with a string of nightclubs and speakeasies owned by the New Jersey Crime Syndicate. Key figures in the syndicate were Lucky Luciano, Longy Zwillman, and Willie Moretti. Zwillman was often referred to as the Al Capone of New Jersey. He was also a founding member of the National Crime Syndicate, and his name was often romantically linked with actress Jean Harlow. For the next 2 decades, the nightclub continued to attract clientele from all over New Jersey to its doors for dancing and celebrating. In 1982, Alan Weinstein, a businessman and entrepreneur who had grown up in the area, purchased the property and renamed it the Park Savoy. Originally opened as a restaurant and dance concept, Mr. Weinstein saw its potential for private celebrations, and the home underwent yet another renovation. This time designed to restore the elegance and grandeur that had once been this 19th century landmark. Period antiques moved in, and the landscape and gardens were restored. In 2011, longtime business partners Barry Murillo, Joe Murillo, and Vito Cucci envisioned a new and reborn Park Savoy. The newly recreated Park Savoy estate, with its cozy fireplaces, exquisite and private bridal suite, ballroom boasting details only seen in the grand mansions of Newport, and a view unparalleled in the area, enhanced by its great floor-to-ceiling windows, promises to be the frame that holds many fantastic celebrations.
Gorgeous makeup is key for any special occasion, something that Magdas Designs knows how to do best.
Hello everybody, I'm Alex Lee with HIP New Jersey, and I am joined today by Miss Magda Nitrai, licensed esthetician and a good friend of mine. How are you, Magda?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, Alex.
Thank you for being here and for the glam. She did our makeup this morning and I am loving it. I have to figure out where I'm going after this.
Thank you.
That's where we're going to start. Not only are you a skincare connoisseur, expert, mastermind, but you are also just a wizard when it comes to makeup. Tell me about your journey in those two worlds and what turned you on to them initially, and now kind of a little bit about what you're doing.
So I always knew as a child I was very artsy, loved doing lots of arts and crafts. I probably started doing my own makeup at the age of 3. So there were plenty of times when my mom said she was petrified when I came out of the bathroom because she knew I got into her makeup bag. Did my friend's makeup and all of those things. And as I was going to school, as I got older for accounting and business, I took on a side job with Mary Kay and decided that really that's where my passion was. So I decided to go back to school.
Right, now you also do hair and makeup for weddings and bridal parties.
Yes, I do. So I have a team of 6 girls, and we travel out for weddings, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, any special events. We do it all. And what I do is I actually work with the bride and I get her skin ready. I try to tell her what I recommend for skincare, hair, everything. And then the day of the event, we travel out and we beautify everybody.
And I think that's why you are, or what kind of sets you apart and just puts you miles ahead of everybody else in your industry, is because you kind of hit everybody with the 1-2 punch. You're like, I'm gonna make you look good on your wedding day with the makeup, but here's how I'm gonna also help you to make sure we maximize and optimize that amazing day of look. This is what you should be doing with your skin, what I'm gonna help you do when you come to see me, what you should be doing on your own time. And I mean, you can tell us, does that stuff go hand in hand?
Yes, it absolutely does. It's one of my key ingredients in making makeup look flawless and having it last. Proper skincare, proper hydration of the skin is key.
Now, what are some of the treatments that you're offering right now in the skincare, on the skincare side of things, that you think are really popular and really kind of some of the best treatments out there right now?
Yeah, dermaplaning is one of my biggest. It's actually something I recommend for everybody. It will exfoliate the outer layers of the epidermis, so it takes off the dead skin cells. Peels are very important, and microneedling. I can't say enough about microneedling, as well as a great skincare line at home. Okay, so backing up what I do in office or at your home every evening, every day is important.
Well, this has been so informative and fun. Thank you so much for enlightening us into that world. Now tell everyone where we can follow you and your business on social media and online.
Sure. So my website is Magdas Designs Beauty, so MAGDESIGNS beauty.net. And then my Instagram is Magdas with an S _ designs with an S.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Magda. You are the best. For more on Magda and everything Garden State, follow hipnewjersey.com.
You're watching Hip New Jersey, the hottest TV show where we've got it all. From the most exclusive restaurants and trendiest spots for entertainment and nightlife, to chic shopping, design trends, and fashion-forward finds in the Garden State. Get the inside scoop on the hippest places, special spaces, and can't-miss faces. We'll dish it out right here on Hip New Jersey. Take an exclusive sneak peek at the lush local places to live, work, and pamper yourself with our Jersey Luxe picks.
We live here.
Yeah.
You know, we live in Montclair. We love this town. And the hotel is really a reflection of our aesthetic and how we like to live and how we like to travel.
We have behavioral therapy will be coming into our center. And as your physician, it's my job to work with you, as well as our navigators, to tell you what services are offered here.
One of my intentions was to bring the co-working model to the suburbs. Morristown is one of the coolest and hippest towns, but it's also got a lot of history to it. There's all sorts of nonprofit organizations. There's a whole art community here.
When the lights go down, New Jersey heats up, and we'll show you the best spots to dine, shop, and socialize. This is a hidden Jersey Shore gem.
I'm actually a Jersey boy. I grew up in Edison, New Jersey. My mom is from Savannah, Georgia. My father was from Gainesville, Florida. That's where the southern roots come from, and obviously the southern food.
Kendra Scott has such a powerful meaning behind her. Her three pillars, family, fashion, and philanthropy, is huge. We're really grateful to have Hip New Jersey just spread the word about us.
Well, I'm very grateful to be here for the 25th Annual Spring Luncheon and Auction. I think it's for a very, very worthy cause, and I am always open to meet new people and have new experiences, and it's a very elegant setting on the stage of NJ Pack.
In Toast of the Town, we will team up with the Garden State celebrity and spotlight New Jersey like you've never seen before.
When I started the Blue Line Buddies program, it was to make an impact in the community. And I think for these kids, they're coming around the rink, they're being able to see the most professional, successful athletes in the world, but also build bridges with police officers that keep us safe every day.
I'm here at Porto Legero in Jersey City with former New Jersey Governor Jim McGreevey. Governor, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You're at one of the greatest restaurants in the state of New Jersey.
How has New Jersey shaped you in your career?
Oh, I mean, what a great question. Everything. I mean, when you think about New Jersey, you think about pride, you think about playing with energy. And for me, you know, my parents brought me up the right way, the Jersey way, and I love every second about it.
Hip New Jersey. Live hard, work hard, play hard. You're from New Jersey, and so are we. The Park Savoy estate boasts an award-winning kitchen that creates dishes inspired by cultures from around the world. From top-shelf open bar offerings to lavish cocktail hours, no one leaves the Park Savoy hungry. The Park Savoy owners, Barry Murillo, Joe Murillo, and Vito Cucci, love giving back. And all unfinished food is donated to the New Jersey Food Bank and Community Soup Kitchen of New Jersey. This kind of paying it forward thinking resonates with our next guest, former New Jersey Governor Jim McGreevey.
I'm here at Porto Leggero in Jersey City with former New Jersey Governor Jim McGreevey. Governor, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You're at one of the greatest restaurants in the state of New Jersey. So.
Yeah. You left office as New Jersey's 52nd governor in 2004.
Yes.
And you've been a very busy guy since then. I understand you were a seminarian for some time, and now you're working to help rehabilitate prisoners in New
It's
Jersey.
just people, people coming back from prison and coming back from jail. And I think the reality is that literally 1 out of every 4 people in prison behind bars around the world is an American. And America doesn't have a more evil or malevolent population. It's just that I think, in large measure, we're trying to address the drug crisis through prisons, and it's not going to work.
How has the opioid crisis affected the prison population?
Yeah, it's just, the statistics are alarming that 75% of the people behind bars are active in their addiction. But what's happening in New Jersey today is that people are accessing opioids through prescription drugs. Then tragically they go on to heroin. So what we see in the state of New Jersey is there's an overlap between our prison population and our addicted population.
Right.
Which is scary.
Moving on, you're a lawyer. What would you say needs to be done comprehensively, both in the state and at the federal level, for criminal justice reform?
I think we need to understand that a lot of criminal behavior is rooted in the home, is rooted in past history. And so part of this is understanding the importance of job skills, and I can't emphasize that enough. People come out of prison after 20 or 30 years. They have no idea how to turn on a computer. They don't know what an email is. They have no discernible skills. And I think we have to link those skills to job creation.
Right.
So I believe it's sound medical health, sound mental health, but also employment.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. There's been a lot of news recently about you working as the chairman of the New Jersey Reentry Corps, which is doing a lot of great work. And a report was released earlier this month making the case that tax dollars would be better spent rehabilitating prisoners than just creating what is essentially a revolving door for something like a third of prisoners who go into prison but come out and end up back there again.
Exactly. I mean, the revolving door is happening all over the country. But what we see is people go out, and within 3 to 5 years, over 60% come back in. So why do they come back in? Well, they come back in because they don't have secure housing, but most importantly, because they don't have the skills to compete in the marketplace. They can't get a job. You have to give somebody, particularly somebody coming out of prison. Why is somebody going to hire that guy, that gal? They need to have skills so that when you get on that floor, when you get on that factory floor, you know what you're doing.
The report, my understanding is basically requesting that ultimately the next governor fund a program, and the state legislature fund a pilot program for 3 years that would happen across, 6 counties?
Yes.
And would take something like 3 dozen prisoners over a 3-year period within each county. So that's slightly over 200 people.
Yep.
At a cost of about $7 million, about $6.9 million for 3 years. What is the end goal of the project?
The end goal, so you just say, so let's say if Jim goes to prison, that's $50,000 a year. This is just me. $50,000 a year. So if I have a 20-year sentence, that's $1 million. That's $1 million. So if you have 6 of us for 20 years, that's $6 million. So what I'm saying is this is ludicrous. You can either do one or two things. You can warehouse people in a prison where there's a lot of violence and a lot of drugs, or you can try to make people productive members of society. And that's what we've been doing. But it's about education, education, education. Skills, skills, skills.
You've had a long career in politics. Again, you were mayor of Woodbridge Township, New Jersey assemblyman, senator, governor. What advice would you give young people today that want to run for elective office, especially given the political climate?
I think Washington is a little zany right now, but we need good people. This is our country, right? This is a pretty unique, special place, and so just give a damn and get involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great message.
Yeah,
give a damn and get involved.
Yeah, I think it's
like
so
it.
important because if you don't, I mean, somebody else will, and
right.
they're not always the right people.
Right. I can't do an interview with you and not ask you or say something about that afternoon, almost 13 years, more than 13 years ago now, where you said what are now famous 8 words. My truth is, I am a gay American.
Sure.
What can you say now, 13 years later,
just so funny
about that?
I was down talking to a bunch of college kids, and I was at some LGBT, some gay college students thing. And so, like, it's so different.
Mm-hmm.
So when I grew up, like, there were no gay icons. I didn't know any gay lawyers, any gay politicians. When I mean gay, I mean LGBTQ. It's, the closet is obviously not a healthy place, and whatever closet, and I think there are a lot of closets, not just in terms of sexual orientation or sexuality. I think it's really healthy. And, people thought the ceiling was going to come in and, like, nothing happened. I think America is better off. I think people need to be who they are, and I think people need to live into their truth. And that was a really painful day, but it was also a blessed day. It was like the first time, it's obviously completely open, honest, transparent. And I thought to myself, I've spent my entire 30 years of my adult life being in the closet. I give one damn speech, and now everybody knows I'm gay.
Thank you. It's been great having you, and we appreciate it. Here we are at, again, Porto Leggero in Jersey City.
With some great raviolis and some great meatballs and great food.
Hello everybody, my name is Oscar Amgard and I'm with a company called Tree Bath. In Tree Bath we take kids out for summer mini camps in the parks of Jersey City. So it's simple to register and join us in the park and we'll have tons of fun.
Hi everyone, my name is Leslie Lovett.
And I am Miguel Medrano.
And we are the event specialists here at Waterside Restaurant and Catering in North Bergen, New Jersey, located on the Hudson River. Take a look at our beautiful view.
We are so excited to officially announce that our patio opened last week for outdoor dining. We cannot wait to see all of our customers and team members whom we've missed so much.
On July 2nd, our catering department will be open.
And don't forget to check us out on Facebook at Waterside Restaurant and Catering.
I'm Tim from Tim Welch Vocal Studio. We're actually growing. We're finding that people love to take voice lessons online. And once things go back to in-person, you're going to be able to take all of the skills that you've learned from your online voice lessons and you can take them into your karaoke parties. Email us, message us now, and we'll get you started on your vocal journey. All online, completely safe.
Hey guys, it's me, Mandeep from Hoboken Wellness Spa. We're so excited to say that we reopened, making sure that you guys wear a mask when you come in, and we'll be wearing a mask during the service is really important. I just want to thank you guys and let you know that your safety is our #1 priority, and we hope to see you soon.
The Manettes Angels Celebration of Angels is about to begin. Let's throw it to Hit NJ's Maria Falzo as she speaks with the night's VIP attendees.
Hello, I am here with Ken McKenna, founder of Manettes Angels, and we are so excited to be here tonight. And tell us what 15 years means to you.
So 15 years is just another milestone, and we're very fortunate that we have our biggest event of our foundation's history, and happy that we have so many people coming out to support us. We've got great sponsors, great honorees who have really done so much to help breast cancer patients, and that's really what we're about.
I met Manette at Seton Hall University. She was a nursing major. We have 3 children, Brian, Elizabeth, and Christopher. So in 1993, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. It changed our lives, obviously. The kids were 9, 6, and 4 at that point. Didn't really understand what cancer was. So Manette's battle lasted 10 years. During the good times, we took advantage of every opportunity to travel and see the world. and experience as much as we could. We certainly had an appreciation of living every day to its fullest, because we quickly realized we didn't know how much time we would have. She passed in 2003 after her 10-year fight. The last few years were very difficult for her. She lost her hearing and most of her eyesight due to metastasis to her brain. And this year we are celebrating her 15-year anniversary and celebrating her life.
I am here with Dr. Michael and Rosemary Scapitulo, who are being honored tonight at the gala. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. We're thrilled.
Fantastic. So we want to learn a little bit about why this mission is so important for you.
I knew Manette way back when we were volunteers together for another organization, and her energy and exuberance, it's so wonderful to know that her spirit lives on with this organization, as well as it reflects upon all women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer.
We feel that Manettes Angels has helped our patients cope with these treatments in a much better way. They provide support, they provide emotional comfort, and also they help with the physical well-being of patients. And they make their journey through their treatment a much easier journey and prepare them for life after chemotherapy and treatment.
One of the most important things for me is that Manettes Angels, there's no administrative fees that are associated with this organization. So every dollar they raise, they put back into the community.
It's a privilege to sit here and be part of this organization and to be honored by Manettes Angels. Most importantly, I think that my role here is to help raise money so that they can continue their efforts in supporting our patients' needs.
The overall community is being impacted by this positivity and the goodness and the kindness of this organization, making sure they take care of the people, mind, body, and soul for any woman who has been diagnosed with breast cancer.
And I think that it's my honor, but most importantly, I think it's my goal and my job to make sure that we can raise money so they can continue with their support of our patients. And I thank them for all that they do for us at the Cancer Center at St. Barnabas Medical Center.
Father Michael Hanley, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure, my honor.
Yes, and you're being honored tonight, but tell us about your work with Manettes Angels. How did you get involved with this organization?
I met Manette probably 1993. We talked about the circumstances of her life, and from there on we developed a very wonderful relationship. If it wasn't for Manette, I'm sure none of us would be here. It wasn't just about Manette with her illness. It was about Ken and how he was feeling and what was going through his mind, and the kids. She made us laugh. She made us cry too. But it was always an upbeat, always speaking of others, always a generous spirit. She was just a marvelous lady. And if we could make a woman happy for a day, that's fabulous. That's Manette.
We're sad in a way that so many women are unfortunately affected by this, but we just want to do everything we can and find the best qualified people and have the best equipment and the best doctors that we can bring to it to help these women out.
Kenny took Manette's spirit and has kept it alive with his Manettes Angels. Things are so important to Manette, helping other people, helping people deal with a difficult situation. All these things are so important to Manette. She gave of herself a lot while she was dealing with the illness herself. And I know Kenny and the family want to keep that spirit alive. So it's my honor and pleasure to continue to support this group and be part of it. People need help, and some people can't afford to get the help that they need. So I think it's made a huge impact on a number of people's lives, people that I've been involved with as their physician.
That wraps it up here at the Park Savoy. For everything Garden State, visit hipnewjersey.com. We'll see you next time.